Good morning, everybody. We're trying something new. This is Jonna with Jonna's Journey. Welcome back. Or welcome if you've never been here before. Um, Trying to decide what I'm going to go and check and see my status on here to make sure that I'm even on. It looks like I am. Oh, okay, yeah. It definitely looks different. By gosh. On my TV, I'm a giant. You can see every nook and cranny. Oh boy. Okay, well, this is what we're going to try to do. See if anything works any different, if it kind of the ins and outs, whatever. I don't know as far as working on projects. Sorry, I've been eating my breakfast. Adjusting my camera so whenever I'm working and stuff, I guess. So we're just going to have to tweak some stuff, and I don't know how chat's going to be on here because I've never done a live this way. So, anyway, I guess we're going to see, and yeah, you can see my nice shiner there today. Don't know where that came from, but you know, hey, it's been there for a couple days. So, I guess just kind of see who shows up. Again, I don't know how chat's going to be. I don't know if I'm going to be able to chat or not. There we are. Okay. Remember to guard privacy and blah, blah, blah. Good morning, Lenora. Good morning, Samantha. So far so good. My chat's working. I'm able to, sorry, I keep picking my teeth. I know. Sorry. But, Samantha, I'm the moderator. I'm still moderator. It's just, again, it's too hard for me to try to get a moderator right now. Whenever I get a schedule figured out, then I can do that. But I can't ask people to help me moderate whenever I don't even know what my schedule is going to be. So, but I appreciate your offerings and stuff. I've had different ones offer. So, I'm just kind of holding tight for right now, and no bigger than what my channel is right now, you know. I've been able to kind of take care of it. So, and really, it hasn't been too bad. It really hasn't been too bad. I think we've kind of weeded out some of those and stuff. So yeah, things it's been pretty decent. I've not had anything terrible really that I haven't been able to take care of on my own so far. So, you know, it's just kind of a small little group, and I'm good about that. I'm good with that. I can't get over how big this is on this screen on my TV, because I have a big TV. I mean, you guys know I have a bigger TV, but it's it's funny. But anyway, good morning, Kathy. How are you? I hope you're doing great this morning. So yeah, I've been up since 6, trying to get stuff done. Luna, you were just outside. Hold on. And just really trying to decide what I do need to make and not make and whatever. Working on my cottagecore mosaic blanket. Oh, awesome. And Granny Square's blanket and butterfly mosaic blanket and a Boggy Creek blanket. Well, you are keeping busy. That's for sure, Samantha. Yeah, you're keeping busy, so that's great. I'm kind of winding down here. I'm not pressing myself or getting myself overly nothing. I actually do have to work a little bit today, volunteering today again. So I just kind of, whatever, threw myself together because I'm going to go straight from there to working out. So I'm just, yeah, threw myself together, look a little Christmassy, put in my ho 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 earrings, whatever. We're good. No, you had asked about that before, Samantha, with the mosaic, and I don't think I've ever tried it. If I have, it's been a long time. So, and if you're asking where I'm from, Samantha, I'm in Illinois. Still in Illinois. So, yes, I am. I'm trying it today, Kathy. We're giving it a go. I didn't think that I had the capability of doing it because of whenever I researched it before. I thought there was something with it that maybe I couldn't with my phone being on my phone. But then I went back in and I figured out what I did, what my decision was, and doing it the way I was vertically. Um, it was because of the possibility of maybe getting more traffic and more hits. But in that, it goes actually to the shorts feed. And the shorts feed is where you do tend to get more of your trolls. And that's why I think going this way, I mean, it'll still get out there and stuff, and that's fine with me. I'm not looking to be some big old grandiose whatever. This is just for fun for me and just to gain a little bit of a community where we're kind of tighten it a little bit and just can enjoy each other's company and crochet together and stuff. So, really that doesn't matter as much to me. Yeah, it'd be great if it gets to a point that I can make a little extra side, whatever, but I'm not banking on that. Never have. That wasn't the reason why I started this. So, but going this way, it'll help with the troll, cut down on the trolls because the feed will no longer be, it will not be going through the shorts feeds as much or at all, honestly. And it'll just kind of be thrown out there as with everyone else, I guess. So, anyway, we're trying it. We're going to see how it goes. I mean, so far, I don't mind it. I mean, except for I look like a humongous. It's just huge. I mean, it's just funny. I'm just finding it funny. I'm not, it's just funny because I'm used to seeing me just, But this way, too, whenever I go to show things, like here in a little bit, I am going to show kind of what I did. Sam helped me with my table last night. So we did get some other things done on it. And I did get me a Christmas tree. And in my description, I did say that it's somewhat of a fail, but we're rolling with it. And right now, I don't have time to mess with it. Don't have time to mess with it because it's going to have to be taken back probably. But the thing is, what I mean by huge, Kathy, though, is just that I'm not used to the picture being so big and whatever, and I'm okay with it. I'm not dogging myself. But anyway, with the Christmas tree, the top lights work, the bottom lights work, but then I have a span right in the center that for whatever reason, and I've connected and I've unconnected, but the one thing I found is that whenever they put it together and they put the tags to the connectors, they didn't tag them right. So I was in there like maneuvering around, and there's only two separate connectors, 4 ends for 2 different connections. Didn't label them right. So at least I got 2 sections to work now. It's just that one section. So I'm going to see if I've done something wrong, whatever. Can I read the comments easier? Yeah. I mean, it's about the same. It's a little bit, but I still have myself on my TV right now just so I can make sure that I'm staying connected just for a little bit, and then I'm going to turn me off. But the chat on the TV is, of course, the same, and I can read it great, So, and some of my chat is coming up on my screen here on the phone. All of it's coming up on my TV, but not, I've noticed, unless I've missed it, something, I don't know. I don't think all of it's coming up on my phone. But So we'll figure it out. We'll go with the flow. We'll see how things go. Sorry, I'm gonna take another bite of my sandwich, and I'm gonna let Lou out again. She was out already, but it has been a little bit, so. The flies. I don't even know how you want out or no. 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 It's cold. It's not like yesterday. Okay, we'll wait. I'm not going to stand here for half an hour for you to sniff the air. Okay, so I'm going to try to take this out. And I'll show you what we did last night. I don't have it centered or anything in the room, so it's going to be a little bit janky, but so we were able to go ahead and go across. This isn't how I'm going to keep it. But we were able to go around. And for no more than what I'm putting up there, that's all that I'm going to be putting up there. So yeah, I won't be able to put anything too heavy right now. But for right now, for this market, it's going to work. This down here will be set to the side somewhere. Because I kind of wanted to elevate it to give me a little bit more space again. So we'll see. Now, here's my tree. Here's my tree. And, which I have, you know, my ornaments on and stuff right now. I just kind of try to kind of place them around, so. So yeah. But there's this section right through here, no lights. So what I'm probably going to do just for this market, I'm going to shove some battery operated lights in there maybe or something. And the tree will probably get returned. And they won't even know it, because unless I have time beforehand, sorry for my hand, unless I have time beforehand, and again, sorry for my hand, unless I have time beforehand to maybe do something, so, yes, Samantha, I mean, anyone can buy my stuff. You would have to go to my, again, sorry for picking my teeth again, but you can buy my stuff. You can go through my Facebook page. My Etsy, I'm letting it go. I just don't have as much success on my Etsy. So, but I didn't end up putting a whole lot. I mean, I didn't because originally I was going to try it through the holiday even and try to pack it, you know, during the holiday. But then I was like, I started doing markets. So, did I hit 400? Well, I'm glad if I did. I mean, I haven't looked, so. Oh, you don't have Facebook? Okay. Yeah, because I don't have a website yet. My brother and I are going to get together on that probably at the beginning of the year. That was a project that I was like, yeah, I think I'm going to wait. Just too much. Just too much all at once. Oh, Okay, well, yeah, I am. I knew I was getting close. I think I was like at 396. So yeah, I'm getting close. So yeah. Um that is exciting. I mean, cuz since I've been doing the live, but I've been out there more. I've been on here almost every day. There has been spans where I haven't because we had some huge technical difficulties, you know. Um but really for the most part, it was like whenever I started doing the lives, which of course I was live, and having the traffic and everything coming in like I did, it did grow pretty quickly as far as that goes, and my views, like my viewing hours and stuff, whew, went way up. So because I was just doing shorts before, which were fun, and that's just what I said. I mean, it's for fun, it's for fun for me, and I just don't stress about it. Whatever I want to do is what I do, as far as like crocheting and whatever projects. If I want to get on here and gab, like right now, that seems to be what I'm doing, is this gabbing. So, but it was me and Luna, and Bailey. I did a lot of shorts with them and stuff. So yes, I have went in periodically, Samantha, and watched some of your stuff whenever I get a chance. I usually at night will do that, with different ones. I'll go through my people and watch their stuff, because I want to help people out too, to build up their communities and stuff. And whew, yeah, my hair, yeah. I'm gonna have to do something about some of this before I leave. So yeah, definitely. And I just, yeah, so same with everyone else with me, it's like go in and watch my stuff to help, and if you can't, that's okay too. I mean, but it does help to get us out there, and stuff, and just to have places for safe spots to land, because that's really one reason why I wanted to do this too and do the crochet thing, is just being relaxing, a safe place for people to land, respectful and relaxing, all the things. So, hello. So, yeah. But really, today I was trying to figure out what I was going to kind of work on while I was on here, because it's like I really don't know. I really don't know. I have some Granny Square fingerless gloves that I was working on, so I'll probably pick that up here in a minute. Um, I did start on another hat, a gray hat. Um, so I don't know. I mean, there's things that I could add that I can maybe work on to get a few more things, but really, I don't want to stress myself out about it. I got plenty. If people want to place an order, they can. They still have time that I can take orders and stuff. I've got my orders that I had, I've got done. So I'm not running behind. I feel pretty good about it. I wanted to get my market set up out of the way for the most part, because it was like, if I go in waiting until Thursday, I'm going to be freaking out. So anyway, but that Christmas tree is supposed to be a 6-foot tree, and I'm 5'1", and I can totally reach the top just fine. So I think it's because, why they say it's 6 foot is because they give you a gigantic limb at the top, the very, very top, that's about this long. So I have it bit down, twisted around to make it look like the average. Here, I'll try to show you. Very much have it twisted up there at the top. Oh, and you can see me on my big TV. So, yeah. Have it twisted up at the top so it doesn't look so, weird. But these are my Granny Square fingerless gloves. It's inside out right now, of course, because I'm putting the band on right now at the bottom. So . No, I am not. I am not done with all my Christmas shopping. Although I got quite a bit in from Amazon yesterday, so that's good. Um, I got some of the grandkids stuff. My daughter-in-law, I got what I was getting for her, so she's taken care of. I just have gift certificates to get for her now, and so I'm getting there. I am getting there. Next week, after I get this market over on Saturday, like I told her while we were chatting yesterday, um, next week is going to be the week where I'm getting everything done as far as the house goes, get it straightened up, cleaned up, organized for during holiday, get all the gifts wrapped, get the downstairs ready for them to be here because they'll be here Christmas Day night. Um, to spend the night because they're going to go to my mom and dad's and stuff, and we'll have. I don't know if we'll probably do our gifts here at some point, like maybe the next morning, the day after Christmas. So, because they'll have to leave sometime that afternoon, because the middle grandchild um, has a birthday party that day to go to. So they won't be able to be here very long, but I don't care. As long as they're here at some point, I'm good with that. So it's all about being together. If it's not on the day, that's fine with me. As long as I get to be with them at some point to celebrate. Because, like I said, my Christmas goes through the month of January. So, because that's a lot of, you know, friend time and stuff, is when I get together with my friends and some other family occasionally. And, you know, it's just kind of just transitioning, after the holiday, because there's always that Christmas letdown, it seems like. So, you're done, but I will have quite a bit to make. Well, that's good that you're done shopping, at least. So, yeah. And you just have the fun stuff now of making your stuff. So, that's great. It is fingerless gloves. It's Granny Square fingerless gloves. So, I've got the squares made. It's inside out because I'm doing my band around the bottom now. So, it's a granny squares that I've connected. So, I wanted to do a few of these because they do work up really fast. Um, to go with some of my hats. So if they, I wanted it to be assorted colors. So if they want my rose colored hat, they can get the rose colored hat and I'll go with it. If they want the green, I have two different shades of green. They can go with these. So I'm going to do some versions of not necessarily all these colors, but like probably gray and black too, which I do have some other fingerless gloves that I just made the other day too that'll match some of those. So just two different styles. 6, 7, 8. Two different styles to choose from. So yeah, I just thought it would give a little bit of option, and it would show that, I'm not just strictly restricting myself to one style or anything. And if people want to place an order, they know that that I can offer that. So, and again, not really stressing myself out about anything too much. I'll probably tonight start taking all of my stuff down, kind of tearing it down and getting it organized and put together, and actually start packing my car, just so then I'll have it done. Because I will have to, oh shoot, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Um, I wasn't thinking when I volunteered for Friday to work. Volunteer, whatever you want to call it. And anyway, I wasn't thinking, and yeah, I'm down to work on Friday. So, and I until 6. So I want to have everything done. I want to have my whole entire car packed on Friday whenever I go. So then whenever I come home, everything's done. Don't have to worry about it, and I'll be ready to roll on Saturday morning. So, like I said, I'm just gonna gradually pack it and get everything organized. By the way I need to take it out. And I should have brought my wagon in because I did order me a wagon. Um, because that's going to help a lot. That's going to help a lot with, moving tables and things. And my one box that I have, or tub or whatever, it's not this one that I have sitting over here beside me, but that's my Christmas stuff that I still need to get put up. So, which will get done. Um, but I have one tub that I'll be putting the majority of my stuff in, so that will be easy to fit into that too. So, and I'm hoping that I can pretty well keep my setup that I have with my wire setup. The only part that I'll have to take down is that middle section. So, we thought that we were going to be able to do something else kind of to support it even more in the center, but it was going to kind of take away from whenever I am sitting behind it and stuff. Um, so I don't know. We'll see about that. I don't know. Again, I may be sitting to the side more this time. I don't know how the setup is yet there. So it's an option to still do that if I want to for more support, but I really don't think I'm going to need it this time. And there's nothing else that I'm planning on really putting up there that's going to be that heavy. So, oh, I boogered that stitch up. That's why I can't get in. And I'm using, which is this Pound of Love again, with this Pound of Love. I love it. I do. I like the feel of it. I like the way it makes the things look and stuff. But it wants to split. If they could just figure out how to keep it from splitting. And it doesn't matter what size hooks I use. It doesn't matter if I go bigger, smaller, what I'm doing. I mean, maybe there is, and I just don't know it. But I think it's just the yarn. But I do like it. But I am finding that I like the other better. Because I do have this over here right now for the big twist. This magenta, I think is what it is. Yeah, magenta. I'm gonna do something with it, I think, at some point. So, and if I get whatever done with it to be able to take it to the market, okay. If not, okay. Oh, and Lenora, I was gonna ask you if you're still here. Are you feeling any better? Are you feeling any better finally? I don't think I got you asked yesterday. Yes, thank you. Still have a cough, but I can at least talk without running out of air. Well, that is good. That's always good, and I am so happy to hear that you are feeling better. And that cough, that's the part that wants to linger, it seems like, with everybody. And I keep getting out of focus of even doing this. I'm trying to hold it up. I don't know if I'm going to like this as much as far as showing my work and stuff. I'm just going to have to move my camera down some more, I guess. Which I messed around with my stand a little bit more, and I got it to kind of give on me to move a little bit more. So, because I just have a cheapo for this to just sit and do this. I just have a cheap stand. These gloves work out pretty quick, but this is the part that takes the time because I am not. Oh, shoot. You know what I did. Shoot, shoot, shoot. I'm doing the wrong stitch. I just noticed that. Oh my gosh, no wonder Jonna Lee. Okay. really do somewhat have my life together. I really do. Most of the time, I guess. Most of the time. Oh, and I came across a very simplified one, two, three, four. More I guess easier herringbone, which I don't know if any of you guys have seen it or not. There was a little video that I saw, and it may have been on Facebook, and I love it. Um, so I've been attempting to try it out, and that's what the hat that I was working on. I was using that pattern because I really like the herringbone. I love the look of it, but some of the ways that they have you doing it to me is just this is monotonous. There has to be an easier way. And I hadn't even went looking. I hadn't even said anything out loud about it to where um, anything would have caught it. Online, whatever. Anyway, um, yeah, it is so easy to do, and I can totally see me making a sweater or some type of something out of it. So the broccoli I discovered last night. Oh, I lost it. It disappeared. Oh, there we go. I found it now. So the broccoli I discovered last night that I didn't fully read my instructions that morning and spent probably an hour fixing it. Oh no. Sounds like something I would do. Oh, this is so disappointing with this thread. It was doing so good, and now I don't know if I've just hit a bad spot in it. Maybe it's because I talked poorly about him. I don't know. I wasn't talking poorly, I was just telling the truth. Okay. I may have to abandon this for now. It was going so good, and now it's just wanting to fight me. Yeah, I'm just going to put it down. It's going to frustrate me. But it's so pretty. I'm going to turn it right side out so you'll see it better. And I really am going to like them if I can eventually just sit. I think it's so pretty. And there's part of the band, so which will be a little more like that. Yeah. Thank you. But yeah, it's flustering me, so I must abandon it. I must abandon it for now. I'm gonna go back to my hat because that's what I was focusing on this morning. So just gonna go back to it. This is how much I've got done of it so far. So, but see, it's kind of a modified version. So it's a close enough to herringbone for me to qualify for herringbone. So, which the girl that was doing the pattern, I take it was a girl, whoever was doing the pattern, they had a little bit thicker. I mean, I'm using a bulky right now, but I think hers was a little bit more bulky, and um, so it had different definition kind of to it than what mine's giving. But I'm okay with that. It still has that look that I'm going for. So, okay, I'm gonna have to. I feel like I am on the floor because I am like all the way, like, yeah. Mhm. But I like the thickness that it kind of gives it too. It gives it a little bit more squishy squish. Did you show how you have things set up? If so, I missed it. Oh, yes, I did. But I can show it again. I can show it again, Kathy. Let me finish my row. Um, and yes, I can show it again. I don't have it scooted out like I did last night. but it's somewhat how I'm going to have it, because I still will have that side table at one of the ends that will give me a little bit more room. And I did get my Christmas tree, which I'll move my chair out of the way too, because I have one of my chairs sitting here. So okay, started that so I can anchor my hook. Okay. Let me see. I'm just gonna carry you in my little thingy. Gee whiz. Okay. Let's go. Okay. So here we go. I'll get my chair moved out of the way. Okay. This is the tree that I got, which, I mean, it didn't have to be a perfect tree or anything. I just wanted something. I was even looking for like a 5 foot. This says it's 6 foot, which again, like I said, I think the only reason why they say that it's 6 foot is because this up here, they make it go clear up here. So, because I can totally reach and everything. I don't even have my arm all the way extended, and I'm. So yeah. So I have my Christmas ornaments on it, just kind of placed around. Oh yeah, my bag down there, because I still have to put my doors on my thing and finish that. And got put on the back burner until this market. And then I have it scooted over right now, but this is my setup. We were able to do this across the top, so we'll have that. And then I'm just going to have to take this down. Oh, I keep sticking my finger in there. It wants to focus on it. But take that section out to get it packed up. And then I'm just hoping that I can leave them put together so I don't have to worry about it. And I have like, whoa. We went for a ride. Went for a ride, ladies. And gentlemen, if any gentlemen are here. This is where some of my garland stuff is at. I have extras of all this, but this is just the few that I set out. So I need what I just am going to lay out my packages of my jute string, which I went to try to find my jute string this morning. I can't find it. Don't know where it's at. It'll appear, but I think there's still stuff left in my husband's truck. So, and then I got my worms done, my worry worms. So I have them set out here. I have the little ornaments like for little people to come and get that I'm just going to do for like $1. I have my scrunchies set out. I have the few of what I had made up of the fingerless gloves just laid out. The button flowers that I have where they can, go on my button headbands that I have right here. Have them set out. My chickens and like my few just like dishcloth stuff. I'm not putting everything out of it, but just a few. If people want to order, they can, whatever. It doesn't take me any time to whip any of that stuff up. Then I have my cows, my boot cuffs, and my few hats that match those. Still trying to decide if I want to make a couple more hats in that stitch, but I don't know yet for sure. And then I went on and set my frogs, my pigs, my little toy snakes. I got my bees. I got my one turtle. Don't have my other turtle made yet, but it'll get made. I'll probably make 2 more of them because I can get those made in no time. Then my little pup, and then the toddler and newborn infant hats. the few that I have left of those. So, and then I went ahead and I do have the keychains here, like Lenora had suggested, and I think that's going to be perfect. Either leave them, slow down, Jonna. Either leave them here or put them down here at the other end, whichever way it ends up being that I have a table on each side. One way or the other, I'll have a table on each side, on one of the two sides. So this is it for now. I just don't have my banner on. So I'll have my banner down here in the front, and it goes all the way to the floor. It goes from the top of the table to the floor. It works perfect. It is absolutely perfect. And then I just have my chickens. There we go again. I have my chickens all in my basket right now. I'll have my other chickens finished up in the next day or so. So, but anyway, that's my setup for right now. So, well, thank you, Kathy. It's all coming together. So, I think I'm good with it. I just need to take pictures now. And, yeah, so then whenever I go to set it up that day, I'll have my pictures then to go by. So, and it should be good to go. I'm just trying to find ways to not get stressed out and to just go with the flow. And if I think of something that needs to be done, like now, I just drop what I'm doing and I go to that. So, and I have my list of that I'm checking off, as I go. And I am going to go through and do my sign, my little, write my little signage stuff out before I start tearing down too. Just so then I can take that little clip for each section that has a clip. Then whenever I bag it up or whatever, then I can just have that in there and not worry about it and not have to be fishing around for it. And not be having to worry about making tags whenever I get there. So, because I've done that before and it's like, I just want everything to be done and me just being there setting it up is all I'm doing. So. I just wish that, again, my Christmas tree, I don't know, I'm just going to shove some lights in the center, I think, still, so. Oh, yes, I've already been taking pictures even and stuff and just making, like even like a little video and stuff like that. Because if I don't, I'll be, I'll be like looking at my past videos or I'll be like texting you guys, do you remember what I did? And Lenora will say, go look at your video. Oh gosh. So yeah, I've been taking pictures and doing all the things. So if you girls can think of anything else or have any other suggestions or feel free. Feel free to add anything. So, because even Chosen had messaged, and he was giving me a little pointer. So I thought that was very kind. Because I got a message from him last night. So I'm open for any and all suggestions. Yeah, because he had said even though he had missed the live, he was still here. So, oh gosh. But he had apparently had watched it or watched some of it because he had made a comment about the frogs and the frogs and the pig. Like over that, like if stringing some lights or something, like some little lights or whatever. It was like, yeah, that would be cute. Which I do have some Christmas decor type stuff that I could set out with my stuff if I decide to, but I don't know for sure how my setup's going to be as far as the extra table and stuff like that, and don't want to get overloaded. But I do have some like little Christmas tree, just like your bottle brush trees or whatever that I may set out. I've got them in a bag of stuff that, and some greenery. So we'll see. We'll see. Don't know. It's not it's not a, necessity, but it would be cute if I have extra time because I have plenty of time to set up the day of, especially if I'm going to have everything kind of, ready for the most part. It won't take me too long. So I'll have a little bit of extra time because I am going to go at the time that they are allowing us to go in to start setting up. Because we can start setting up at 8 o'clock, but the actual venue doesn't open until 11. So I don't think it's going to take me 3 hours. But even if I get everything set up and whatever and can run and grab some coffee or something beforehand or whatever, after I get set up. Or even if my brother wants to or something, because we're going to be there together, so it'll be nice to have company because this one is all day. It's until like 7 or 8, so that'll be fine. And my parents, I think, are going to stop in too at some point and stuff like that, so I'm just hoping that they do have a crowd. It seems like they are kind of advertising it a little bit better. And I have been pushing it out there too as much as I can. And my brother has been doing the same. So, and just even putting it up on my Facebook page and stuff too. And my personal one and my business one. So, I'm not boosting it though. I boosted my last one and which was fine, but it's like they tell you how you're going to get these hits and stuff, but to me, you end up getting just the same. I don't notice anything real drastic different. My daughters told me to stop buying yarn, that I have enough, and I had a whole bunch more come in. You never have enough. There's never too much. I'll be glad when all the custom orders are done. I have a lot of other patterns I want to try. I'm ready to just sit and make whatever without necessarily having an agenda. I agree with you, Lenora. Like I'm going to listen to anyone who doesn't know how to crochet. Exactly, Kathy. Exactly. And that's where your heart is, and that's what you enjoy doing. And for right now in your recovery and everything, yeah, you need something that brings you some joy and some relaxation and some calm and everything, you know? Nothing wrong with it. Yeah, I'm ready for the fun crochet too. For the just me trying things out to even build up some things, you know? And because I think I'm going to hold off and not do another market until I think it's a Mother's Day market. So, and I think that it's in March, February or March. Yes, Kathy, it does become addictive, but in a good way. In a good way. It's much better than, something that can be bad for you, So, and there's a certain amount of accomplished feeling and being productive. See, Kathy? Yes. Yes. And it's brought all of us together. And I'm happy about that. I am so happy about that. Because I do. I just have, a small, just a little community. And, you know, the people that are kind of coming in and out and stuff, that are kind of, that are regulars and stuff, I, spot them and I know that they've been here before and stuff. And, you know, so yeah, because even the ones that have been in here that are like, no, I don't crochet, but it'd be like so much fun, and oh, this is really relaxing, and stuff like that. And like I, like I've joked before, but half truth in it, or half being honest, I guess. It's like, yeah, I know I can't change the world, and I know there's trolls out there, and there's still going to be, whatever. But I can try one troll at a time, because I think I've converted a couple actually. So, that being said, they may go troll someone else, maybe. I don't know. I hope not. I pray not. But, maybe some they've come to their senses on some of it. I don't know. That's wishful thinking, maybe. So, but, I look at those people as though, whenever they do spew about, oh, you're here just wanting, attention and whatever. Well, what are you doing? You're on here and it's like a cry for help from you. I'm just on here being me, doing what I love, you know. Don't I'm not an attention seeker. I'm not. Um, I never have been, and I'm not. That's not my character. And I enjoy doing things, but I don't really want anybody knowing what I do as far as anything. And I'm just trying to be a better person every day, and just to show kindness and love and positivity and all the things. So, oh, you're making a frog hat. Cool. I made one years ago that was like a photo prop, like infant hat, like for newborn or even toddler. And it was so simple. It was just the hat with its eyes and the little black, the eyes in it. That turned out pretty cute. I think I sold it. I don't have it anymore. I bought so much yarn this year that I've hit the point of I've got to work through this. Oh wait, we're out of that color. Right. Oh my gosh. But I have been. I do. I work through what I have, the combinations that I have, because really they are the colors that I intended to get through to do with what I was wanting to do. And whatever scrap later, I mean, my scrap and stuff is going to end up being like throw rugs that I eventually get made to sell, put online, whatever. That's one thing that I want to get done, is to go through all my scrap, get all of that out of here, so then whenever the next round hits, I'll have another round of scrap, And even, I mean, because I've seen some really cute pillows too that are like the granny square scrap pillows, or like the bigger granny square and things like that. I know that I'm going to sound dumb, but what is a troll? The trolls, Kathy, are the people that come in and just basically say negative things, bully, make comments like, "What are you doing here? Does anybody really want to see you here?" Just being very negative for whatever reason, just because they think in their world they can. And I just ignore them. I don't care. I mean, I let them get it out of their system. If they're not saying anything that's horrible, then I'll usually let it go once or twice. But then after that, I just hide them from the channel, or I put them on a ban for like a 24-hour ban. Um, Now I have it set that if there's anything like profanity or anything like that, I have it set where it will catch that and it will send it to review. And I don't even see what that content is. I could, but I don't want to. So it takes care of it for me. I have those things in place already, set in place to where I don't have to deal with that. So, but on my description here lately, I have been putting everyone is welcome. All I do is that I ask that you are kind and respectful and that you use your manners. And that there has been a time or two where I have put, we are all adults, correct? Because it's like, seriously? You want to act like you're two? I mean, go find it. Go make your own channel where you can just sit and be a troll to everyone. Whatever. They get their jollies out of it. Whatever. And some of them are just on here just to throw whatever, and then they're gone. So, but yes, like Lenora said, we do just ignore them until one of them makes us almost die laughing. Yeah, because there has been some pretty interesting, and just you can't help but laugh. You can't. And really, their wordage has not been enough to, you know, kick them off immediately. So we do get a good laugh about it sometimes. But then they cross the line. And then that's when I have to do something. Like I've said from the very beginning, I don't, it doesn't bother me. I have a tough skin. I've been through a lot. All the things. I'm solid in who I am and who I know myself to be. And I am a very strong Christian. I know who has me. So none of that stuff bothers me. It really doesn't. I pray for them in my mind as they're on there saying their things. I just don't want my guests to have to go through it, and think that they have to stand up for me or whatever, because there's been people that'll come right in and they'll see that happen, but they don't know me and know how I am, kind of. And so they don't know that I really do have that inner strength and that mindset to where I can block it out. I really can block it out. Now, whenever they are being vulgar and things like that, then it's like, nope, you don't get it. You don't get a warning. And that's what I even put in my description. If there's profanity, vulgarity, bullying, you're out. So, and Johnny can't control her face. No, I can't. So I know we are thinking the same thing, which makes it even funnier. Oh my gosh, yes. I can't. I can't lie. I can't lie because my face shows it. I can't. I just can't. I try so hard. I try so hard. And if you see me immediately look down, that's because I'm trying to hold my face and I know my face isn't holding. So I have to look down whenever there's anything like that coming on. Now, what is so funny is that um, the one evening we did have a lady on here that is, I think she was a retired police officer, and Chosen was on here, and Chosen is Chosen, and he potentially could have possibly been a troll, but maybe not. I don't know. I don't want to call him that because he's never been that way. But she seemed to catch on to think that possibly he was. And we just know how to take him, Lenora and I. And she was like telling him to just kind of slow his roll and do all this stuff and like tread lightly. John is a good person and all this stuff. And I was like, oh, but he's fine. He's not one you need to really be worrying about for us. I mean, he's never been. If anything, he has stood up for us in different instances of like, there was one evening we were talking, having fun, joking around. There were some other people in there that really aren't regulars, but we were having a good time. And it was on the weekend, I think, even, and it was later at night. And it was pretty late at night, I think. And there was one guy, he was just like, he was really not being kind at all towards the end. And he made the comment, he was like, don't be that guy, man. It's the end of the night. Come on. So, and the thing is, if he was a troll and he didn't want to be a part of the community, he wouldn't be here. you know? So anyway, we were trying to convince that lady of like, he is safe. I mean, for being on here and being part of the community, we don't know him from Adam, but he is safe here, So, and that's what I tried to explain to her too, was like, he actually has stood up for us. And yes, you're right, Lenore. There was a bit of being a little bit out of line for being new to the community and Stefan not knowing us. Um, and yes, yeah, he was, but still, yeah. Because I know he was asking her a few questions and things like that and whatever, which she was asking him the same. She was asking a few things, and he's kind of incognito type, and I don't care. I mean, I'm surprised he even let us know kind of what state he was in and that he's planning on moving. And I'm okay with that. I don't need to know people's business. We're just on here chatting. You don't have to give me your third born and where you're from and your address and your phone number. I mean, I don't. And but it's cool when you do make connections and if you want to exchange information and things like that. You do that, separate from here. You don't broadcast it online, especially. So, you know, it's been good. It's been all good. So, but yeah, whenever she was just first in and she hadn't been here or anything to know really anything. She was brand new. But it was kind of her in another sense too, to be caring enough and mindful, but she also explained herself, because it's from where she came. And so she is oversensitive and over aware. Totally understand that. Because we do share the whole, hers is a different realm of PTSD than what mine is, I am sure. With her being in the career she was in, mine is more life experience stuff. And so there's different things that we, connect with and things like that. And that's what's cool about having this platform is that it doesn't always have to be about crochet. There could be some days we're just sitting here talking. We could be one of us be having a bad day and say, "Hey, can we just sit and talk? I don't want to crochet right now." Okay. So if you guys ever feel that way, just say, "Hey, can we just talk for a little bit?" Or just talk the whole time or whatever. Or if you want to come on here and this is a way to get a hold of me because I haven't been on my phone and we're on live and you say, "Hey, I need to talk." Okay. We can get off of here and talk. So I just think it's good to make connections and to just, be loving and kind to people and listen to people and be there for people. So, and all these trolls are missing out. They're missing out. But what the funny thing is, though, it's like some of these trolls, I often wonder really how they are. In person, are they totally different people? But then on here, that's their outlet. And I just find people interesting and people's brains interesting and all that kind of stuff. So I'm weird. I'm weird on that. I'm the person that watches documentaries on, people like prisoners and things like that because it's just like I find it interesting how they end up where they're at sometimes. Thank you. I feel closer to you guys. Oh, you're welcome, Kathy. Because I mean all of that. I am totally all about that. Because even, that was one thing with being an LTech and stuff. That's what was one of the hardest things. The hardest things whenever I left was the connection with my people, because I still have connection with some of them, of course, but it very much was very therapeutic every time, every session. There was always something to talk about, something to catch up on, or even just fun conversation sometimes too. But, we were each other's therapists, counselors. If we had things going on or whatever, or catching up with people, or just catching up with our lives and things like that. And yes, I do miss that. And yes, I can still have those connections, but it's not as much and it's not the same. So I just didn't appreciate the way she was trying to please everyone. So I just tried to stay silent and learn her personality. Yeah, I totally understand that, Lenore, and I agree with you. Because I was trying to maneuver it myself too, of just trying to be like, okay, And that's really what I really came to, was that she was just being mindful, even for herself, possibly, because you never know with the stories that people do give and stuff. You don't know what's true and what's not true, if they're an oversharer, if they're an exaggerator or not, if they're whatever. I mean, and I can say that I'm 100% truthful, and I am. What you get, what you see is what you get, and I am 100% all, but not everybody knows that. I mean, how? Because you don't know me. You haven't been in my life, my whole life, or even, so, but for the most part, you can tell by the way people are and how they conduct themselves and the consistency of that. Because I could have came on here and been this type of person, and been open and whatever, and being the best person I can be and the best Christian that I can be and all the things, and then it start going sideways, because you can only stay in your fake for so long, if that makes sense. So and it even took me many years to even get to that, of like staying in your fake for so long, because there were so many people in my past life, in my past life, whatever, um, that were exactly like that. And then coming to that conclusion and realizing that, and knowing that I just had to separate myself from that. You do a better job handling the conversation without being offensive, so I just wait and watch. I'll jump in if it gets too much. And I appreciate that, because there's a lot of things going in my head, Lenore, and I really have to process it sometimes, and I have to hold this, you know? And I'm trying to find my words, and I'm trying to be respectful to the people, even though they're not being respectful at the time. I'm not going to give in to the temptation of the lies of the enemy, and that's just my beliefs, of how I handle things, and I'm not going to give in to that, because, we're all baited at different times in different ways for different things, of trying to draw out our old selves if we have tried to get away from certain things. That's the way I think about it. We're gonna get tempted to go back, and I don't want to go back. I was a totally different person in my past, and I don't want to be there anymore. And that's the choices that I have made for me, and for our family and stuff like that. So, I don't want to go backwards, because I've made a lot of good changes for myself, and by golly, a troll isn't gonna lure me. Is how I think about it. So in my head, I'm just like, Lord, hold me, and give me the proper words, and give me the strength to either ignore it or to say whatever I need to, and go on. So most of the time, it's just ignore, you know. But there has been a couple of times. It's like, no, gotta say something on that. Don't put words in my mouth. Don't put words in my mouth. You're the one that said that, not me. You know? So I am going to stand up for myself on things like that, which probably most of the time I can just let go. But there are some of those few things that are like, nope, you're not going to do that, because not only were you trolling me and the channel type thing and saying things at me, you were picking somebody out in that list of people just because you're not doing that. We're not doing that, you know, and trying to make it sound like I was, you know, being somebody that I wasn't. And it's like, nope, I'm going to stand up for that, and I am banning you after I get it done. So, and that's what I did. I remember one in particular that I'm not going to repeat it, but I was like, nope, I'm not doing that. Excuse me. But I do say so far so good. You know, not going to complain. I really had more of a concern of how the chat would be, and, you know, being able to see and do and all that kind of stuff, but seems to be doing okay. And I'm going to move my camera because I keep being reminded of my hoard over there. It's over here by the door. All it is my, excuse me, is the Christmas tree box that I'm saving to stuff it back in to transport it on Saturday, and my tub of Christmas stuff. So, but it makes it look like I got a stack a mile high or something, but I really don't. It's my only two things over there. That's it. Oh, then my mama and my daddy. So, but oh yeah, and what I do, I set it right back, right back there again. Oh gosh, it doesn't matter. I know it doesn't matter. It's not a big deal, but I just find it funny, and it does. It makes me feel like I'm a hoarder. And it's okay that it, you know, for that sometimes, because it gets my hind end in gear. And like I said, come January, and that's one reason why I want to wait on doing markets later in the year, because I really do need to get through my house and get through everything, declutter um, for the beginning of the year, and get stuff out of here that we don't use or don't need or have too much of or whatever. Because I usually do try to find places for stuff to go. If I know people that need something or whatever, I'll ask around. Even at church, there's people. Um, we have a women's shelter type place where it's moms and babies. So I, you know, donate like some of my clothes and stuff like that to them sometimes. So, but it's a realistic view and not a fake persona. Oh yeah, absolutely. Because believe me, I'm not fake. That's for sure. Because there's some of these people that they, I've seen where they turn their cameras around. You know, they're all in this like, oh, and then they show the rest of their house, which they're being real. You know, they're letting you know. But there's some of those, no, they're not going to show you what the real stuff is. It's a crochet life, because even like over here, I still got my stuff. I have it somewhat cleaned up, but then I have my stuff down here, have my cords and everything. I have my, Yeah, and here I am whipping around again. Ride the rodeo, girls, ride the rodeo. And then this is what I have you guys sitting on every day. So, So yeah, this is crochet. This is the crochet days. The crochet days that, everything is all over, nothing's perfect, and it's not going to be. It's not going to be. And I do want everything somewhat put together and childproof though for Christmas day night. So whenever my babies are here, they can play, they can get into whatever, not have to worry about it. It'll just be the Christmas tree. Everly will be poking at all the, because she likes all the glitter and the glam and the every lights and all that. And she's walking now. So, but not, I mean, any of the ornaments, even the glittery, pretty ones, whatever. There's nothing she can break on there, and if she does, doesn't matter. I always laugh when you do this because I'm like, girl, seriously, let me send you pics. You can. Because your pictures, I may see them and I may think, well, that isn't that bad, really. I may not think it's that bad. But the thing is, though, too, you have to remember, it took me a while to get to this place of like having a little bit of organization, but this is enough to kind of throw me off. But I know, but not that bad because I know where this stuff goes. It has a place when I'm done to put it away. And like my Santa over there that's squished underneath my little, pillow, he'll get blown up eventually. Maybe not. If he doesn't, then he'll go back in the box and go back downstairs and come out next Christmas. I don't know. I'm not there yet. So, it's all doable and fixable and all the things. So, but it used to be that I was not this organized at all. I mean, at all. So, but it took me finally getting my health in check, finding out what was wrong, finding out as an adult that I had ADD, not realizing that I had PTSD along with that. And then having all those come together, then everything made sense for me, and then I could quiet my brain. And that's the truth. So I've been finally able to get to the other side for me. So is it perfect though? No, and I'm okay with that. Nothing is perfect. Nothing is perfect. So, and I don't really want everything to be perfect. I mean, if everything was perfect, what would we have to look, and not have anything to try to change or kind of, I mean, to me, nothing would be any different, it would be like everybody be the same and we wouldn't have differences and different choices and, whatever, and being, eclectic and having, it just wouldn't be as much fun. It just wouldn't be as much fun. Now, is there some areas that I wish that it could be a little bit better and more that way? Yeah, but I guess less stressful type things, whatever. But right now, my basement is horrible because I had all of my decor, strung out. All of my decor was strung out. Then we had the monsoon, in the basement. Yes. Like I said before, we live in our houses. Mine is on constant rotation. Yep. That's a good way to look at it, though, because it is. I mean, um, if I was so worried about picking up every speck in my house, I'd be missing out on so much. On so much. And I know whenever the kids were younger, that's what I would say all the time. My kids are only this little for how long? And if I get over consumed with picking up every little speck and dust and whatever and not focusing on them and my time with them, it's just going to be gone. And I kept my house up. I kept it tidy. Was it spick and span clean? No. Absolutely not. But could somebody come to my house and I'd be okay with it? Yeah, because I had two boys. I had two boys, you know? So I can't crochet if I keep cleaning house. Well, yeah, that's true too. But I try to break my day up, you know? Whenever I do crochet and I'm on here, I have my allotted time in the morning, then I'll take a break and then I'll do what I need to do as far as like if I need to get dishes done, if there's something that I want to set up for supper, if I have a load of laundry to fold, if I want to sweep the floor real quick, if I have an errand to run, then I'll do that. And then after that allotted time of my adulting is Katrina, and that's somebody I haven't seen for a while too. I haven't seen Katrina. I'll do my adulting for that period of time, and then of an evening, then like after supper and stuff, because I usually try to get supper started around 3 o'clock, because Whitney usually gets home, then he has to be up super early, so we eat really early. So I get dinner done. So we usually eat around 4ish or so our time, and then I go to the Y and work out, and then I come home and then I start crocheting again. So I just try to have a little bit of structure. Now, is it always that way 24/7, 365? Heck no. Um, it can change, you know. It just depends on what's going on in the day, you know. If I have appointments, if Sam has an appointment or something and I need to go with him for something, since we have all these dental stuff and whatever going. So, yeah. I have found in my retirement that I definitely have need to have a little bit of a plan in my day, because honestly, if I don't, that is still part of my ADD that I really just try not to even say that I have that attached anymore, because I really do feel like I've been freed of a lot of it. But I still can go rogue, go squirrel, which is not necessarily a bad thing. I use cleaning as my breaks. That way I'm at moving around, working the metals that stoked up while sitting. Yes. Yeah, that's exactly. I mean, that's what I said. You know, my cleaning time is my break time from this, you know, so I can get every, you know, so then I do stay on top of things, you know, so then it isn't a total disaster for whenever I do start going and tearing through everything, you know. So I want to get my house decorated, you know, kind of get my pictures and stuff back up on my walls, you know, because I haven't done that because of renovations and stuff. And now there's parts of my house that I can do that. But I'm waiting till the beginning of the year once I get through, you know, kind of go through stuff, pull out the stuff that I know that I'm going to be using, because I do have that stuff already in each room. Like in my bedroom, I have my stuff that's laid on my dresser ready to put up whenever I, you know, at the beginning of the year. I have my stuff for here in the living room to kind of put up. I have it in a closet already designated for that. I mean, so I've been trying to keep organized with that even too. So then I'll just go to it, kind of already know what I'm planning, and so it won't take that long to do. Now my basement, yeah, this after this weekend, we're going to the basement. So you guys will probably be coming along with me to the basement.
Yeah, right.
Maybe. I don't. Well, that's what Sam said too. Yeah, right. So you may not. I may just have to videotape it. I may just have to tape it and put it up. Because, like he said, going to the basement is probably not going to work really. Because we have a hard enough time staying on with this sometimes, being upstairs.
Concrete. It's surrounded by.
Yeah, and like he said, he does bring up a good point, a valid point that, you know, with the concrete and everything. So, I don't know. We may try it just to see.
It might.
We may try it.
I don't
If
know.
it doesn't, then we'll find something else to do. We'll do something up here. But I'm just saying for January, there'll be some crochet still. But if everybody's on board with me, um, you can help me clean. You can help me go minimal some more. So, and may you know, and if you know, motivate you a little bit or something, maybe to, if you've been on the fence, because I need to get a better um, system for my yarn, because right now I know I've shown it before, but this closet in here in my dining room, here we go again, whipping. Right there is where a lot of my yarn is, like towards the bottom of that. So at least it's out of the way. But it's also kind of my catch all and kind of like our utility type media station, all that kind of stuff. It has a cubicle in there that has the bottom part of it has most of my yarn, but then I have bags of yarn. But it's dwindled a lot. It has dwindled a lot. I don't have near what I had because it was really bad in there for a little bit. But then, like I said, the bottom half then is my yarn and stuff, but the other part has like my printer on it, and it has like batteries and tape and pens and pencils, office supplies, post-it notes. I mean, all the things. And I do have a camera to be able to do like, for being on YouTube and stuff like that. But have I been using it? No. But I need to sit down and figure out if it's a way that I can even do it connected, if it connects Wi-Fi. It's supposed to, I think. So that is another thing that I want to try to um, learn this next year. Um, is to maybe to get it, because I mean I bought it for a reason and I've had it for a year. Well, maybe two. Oh gosh, it maybe be 2 years. I don't remember. But anyway, um, I have not investigated it enough to see exactly, because I think whenever I decided to buy this one, the reason I bought it is because I thought that it was capable of connecting to the internet. So I'll just have to see. But anyway, huh? Yes, we're trying it. I'm in. I've been doing it for the last year, but I have tons more to go. Yeah, and um, I think I've shared this before several times, probably, I'm sure. But whenever I started being more mindful of it was, I think it was like 2018. I think is when it was like towards the end of 2018 or the 2017. I think it was 2018. And then that January of 2019 then. And I'm pretty sure is when it was. But so I've just periodically been working anyway through the years, and just being mindful, because whenever I initially did it I mean, I was doing it solid for a good 5 to 6 months of like every day picking a different place or finishing up the one area before I went to another, because I had to be mindful of that. I had to pick one room and I had to go through all of that room and get it done, because if I didn't, I'd be like, oh yeah, there's something in the bathroom. I can go through that basket. Nope, 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 nope. I would set out bags or boxes, whatever it was, and donate. A trash bag would be in there too for trash. So I'd have a thing for donate, a things for I don't know for sure yet. And the possible whatever, I don't know, we'll hang on to that for a second. Then I would have like a basket or a box or whatever bag that would be, okay, this stuff doesn't belong in this room. So then whenever I got done with that room, I did not stop and go put everything in those back into its places. I waited until I was done with that room completely. All my bags, whatever, had all their stuff in it. The thing that had the other, the things that needed to be home somewhere else, then whenever if I knew that it had a place, I would put it up. If not, it stayed in that basket. Because if it was something that I hadn't been through yet to organize yet, it just stayed in that basket, box, bag, whatever. And yeah, sometimes it would accumulate to wherever, but to get pretty big. But I could rummage through that each time, kind of, because it was contained, and I could put it where it needed to go whenever I was going through that next area. So, like, I started with the bedroom, then I went to the bathroom, and then, you know, so, and doing the kitchen and the dining room and the living room, which there wasn't really hardly anything in my living room to deal with. So, but yeah, it was my closets, everything, just getting stuff out. Because we had moved. I mean, because this move would have been my third move. And still, I had all this stuff that I had carried through the previous two moves, and all the kids stuff that we really should have went through before we moved here and stuff like that. But we really couldn't because we were crunched on time. And I think everybody has those stories. And we made it work, because we just shoved everything in the basement when we first moved here. And so I would gradually go down box by box. And really, even then, if I would have had more of the mindset and organization that I have now, that would have been the prime time to have just been like, okay, get rid of it, get rid of it. But I wasn't there yet. I wasn't there yet, and that's okay. And it is so freeing. So absolutely freeing to know that I can go and get what I need. And most of the time it's there. Now, there has been times where I've went to go get something and it's like, okay, where's whatever it is that I'm looking for? And someone in our house has moved it to where they wanted to put it. Doesn't happen very often, but occasionally. So, nothing horrible, but there are those times where it'll get removed from its home. But my one hall closet here, whew, it is calling my name badly. It's in desperate need and has been for a long time. And it's for like extra coats. I put all of our games at the top. I just throw like my boots and stuff like that in the bottom. I think there's other stuff down there that just needs to find another home or just get rid of. So it may possibly be my first thing that I tackle up here because I have been ignoring it and I've not been listening to it call me. I'm just going to be honest. So I need to tackle it first because that's what I found with me. If I tackle something that I just, no, I don't even want to, okay, that's the first thing you're going to do because you'll get it done. Think of future you, future Jonna is going to thank you and be thank goodness. You listened, you followed through, you did it, now let's go. On to the next thing. Because that right there, that segment of time of me holding on to that and trying to just keep pushing it back makes me feel awful. And so it's like, why not just do it and get it over with and feel good about it? And I have to remind myself of that all the time. All the time. I do need to go out and get me some limbs. There was a really good limb that was laying in the backyard. I seen a couple mornings ago, I think. So I don't know if Whitney's moved her or not. I need to go out there and nab it because it would be perfect for my little snowman arms. Because I need 3 sets. Actually, 4 because I'm going to make one for a friend as a Christmas gift because she's all about snowman. She even does her Christmas tree as a snowman and it's super cute. I love it. And we usually don't get together until February, or not February, till January. So I have plenty of time to get it done. And if I have one of these left over, I can always give her one of them, you know. Okay, I will be right back. I need to warm up my coffee. It's like super duper cold. And I need to walk for just a second. Sitting in that chair. Ah, it's not letting me. Hmm. Okay. Get it chewed up. Yeah, it's got peanut butter on it. Got a bite. Okay. Getting close to being done with the hat. Oh. Okay. Made it to the end of that partially used skein, which actually I'd started making a hat out of it and I wasn't liking it. And I had found it, and I have another partially used skein of this bulky of the gray that I can put the last of this on it, or last of it on here too. And yeah, it's kind of beat up. I've used it for, probably used it to finish up one of those other hats over there. I didn't need all of it. Probably better stop and measure this after this row. See where I'm at. Okay. Okay. Measure this out. Just to see. Okay, about 1.5 inches, 2 inches yet. So maybe 4 more rows. Excuse you, sister. I know. You didn't want to go out a little bit ago. You said you did, but you didn't go. Let's see. I have about 2 more rows to go on the hat. And then I can sew up the top and I can put on my pom-pom. Because I think I am going to pom-pom this one too. And I really like this magenta color that I pulled out. I'd really like to make a hat out of it, but it's not chunky. So I'll have to hold 2 strands together, and I am not a fan of that. But I have 2 skeins, so that will work in my favor. But I'm gonna see how I like it, if I like the way the texture and stuff, how it turns out. Because I'm kind of picky on that. I'm kind of picky on that. And I've not seen any of the magenta color in the chunky of the yarn bee, because that is my favorite chunky, like 5-6 weight. I can't remember if this is a 5 or a 6. To me it feels like 5, but they may consider it a 6. Yeah, it is a 5. So but I am a huge fan of the yarn bee, of the chunky, the low pill. Those are my favorite. Yes, she is. Yeah, she's kind of whining and whimpering around. She thought she wanted to go outside, so I tried to let her outside. And so she's been in, and now she's doing the whiny thing again. She's up in the window. I don't know if you can see her. She's kind of sitting there. She has been getting on top of the couch, like sitting on the back of the couch. And I'm like, seriously, you don't need to be doing that. But she sits there and doesn't mind. I mean, she pays attention, doesn't mess, and whatever. But I mean, she weighs 59 pounds, which she usually fluctuates between, 50, 60, depending on the season and stuff a little bit. And so she's about on target for that. Because whenever it gets to be kind of fall and colder and all that, she goes out, but she's not out as much. Because in the summertime, she's out all the time. A lot more, anyway. Because we're all out. Because if we're out doing yard work or mowing or doing or whatever, she's out there with us. Mm-hmm. Okay. Measure this off now. Oh, actually, it looks like I can take a row off. Oh no, I'm about right. I am going to take one row off because this can be kind of stretchy. So yeah, it has, so I don't want it to be so stretchy that it doesn't, excuse me, doesn't have some fit to it as well. So I'm going to join it together. Wrong sides together on the outside loops. Oh, I'm out of frame again. Can't see what I'm doing. I'm joining my hat together. Okay. These flip to the wrong side. Then move in a little bit. Welcome back, Lenora. Finishing off my hat. Getting my ends tied in. Getting ready to sew up the top. Ooh, I can turn that fireplace off. Okay, come on. Oh, come on. This thread is not wanting to gather all that great. For whatever reason. And it could be the stitch though too. Okay, I've got it gathered up. I just need to put my pom-pom on, which I'm not going to do right now because I don't have my pom-pom here. But yes, I've got it gathered. I'll need to sew that up just a little bit more with the pom-pom. And this is enough to like flip a little bit too. So yeah. Or if they want to leave it down, they can leave it down. So I do need to turn it right side out. Give it a look. It needs to stay in there. Okay. That one down. Where's that? Usually on this big twist, I can find the pull pretty quick, pretty easy. Yep, this one already had out. Because evidently I'd started something with it. Okay, I'm going to attempt this and see if I like it. Being double stranded. I have a feeling I'm not. Okay. I think it's making it look too bulky. What's the matter, Lou? Okay, I'm turning it around for a second there. What are you whining about? You're over there laying down. Are you bored? Usually in the morning you are bored. Because mommy's doing this. She's like, Mama, are you about done? Yes, I am. I'm about done. Okay. I'm going to try to trust the process on this one. Okay. One's grandson has had just a horrible attitude. I told his mother last night to check his ears. She took him in this morning, and sure enough, he had double ear infection. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I had to refresh my chat because for some reason it wasn't popping up again. Oh no. Yeah. Doggone it. Okay. Okay, well, I think I am going to go ahead and get off of here for today. Luna has about had it with me being. Here I am trying to scoot back again. She's about done with me being on, I think. Sorry for my hands. So, yeah, she's going a little nuts. So, yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and get off of here for now. And I don't know if I'll be on later on tonight or not, for sure. Um, it just kind of depends on when Sam's going to be back on and stuff too. So I thought he left, but he may not have. I don't know. But anyway, it just depends. If I am, it'll be later. It'll be like 9, 10 o'clock, something like that. Actually, probably before I get back on. I don't know. So we'll see. But thanks for hanging out with me. And um, if you guys can think of anything else with any of my display stuff or whatever, feel free, like I said, to let me know. So, but I am gonna get ready and head out here before too long. So I need to get her outside and all the things. So anyway, thanks for hanging out with me, and we will see you all later. Take care, love ya, and have a good rest of your day.